For 10 of the 20 years that I taught AP Lit Comp, I had my seniors read three novels that all dealt with dystopian societies. They were The Handmaid's Tale, Brave New World, and 1984. After the students had read the novels, I gave them a paper and I asked them to decide which society they thought had the greatest chance of coming true. They didn't know what they were going to do with it, but they needed to decide and give me reasons why. Once they finished, I said, everybody who picked Brave New World, go over there, Handmaid's Tale over there, 1984 over there. And then for 2 days, they prepped for a debate. The biggest group every year, the students who picked the totalitarian dystopia as presented in 1984. Arguments, they talked about societies where this has really happened, where it is currently happening, and then how it could happen in the US. The other debate teams would always come up with, we have a constitution and 3 branches of government, separation of powers. They would say it would take a monumental collapse and corruption across the 3 branches in order for this to happen. And the group who picked 1984 said it wouldn't happen overnight. It would happen slowly. But once we got there, people would wonder how we got there. And now in 2026, here we are. And let's talk about how we got here. So one of the things that you need in order to have total control, one is cult of personality. You need a leader who will inspire unquestioning obedience, loyalty, and will seem infallible once those 2 things are in place. You need propaganda and psychological manipulation so that oxymoronic phrases like war is peace will be taken without question. You need the destruction of personal relationships so that if somebody disagrees with you, they are the enemy because your loyalty is to the party. You need constant surveillance to make sure that the people are doing exactly what you need them to do so that corrections can be made if necessary. You need constant war, either at home or abroad, to keep people fearful and dependent on the party. You need historical revisionism that matches the party's current narrative and erases objective truth. And you need to punish dissent, whether it's an arrest, imprisonment, torture, or worse. Whether you used to hold Cliff Notes, look at Spark Notes online, or now get AI to summarize a novel for you so you can blow it off, this is why reading is important. And this is also why there's been a decades-long push to dismantle and eliminate public education, because an uneducated public is much easier to control.